What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of 30 NSG. We're going to be playing some Major League Baseball, the show, Road to the Show this morning. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. It was Sunday. We spent time with the family, had some Easter dinner. It was full yesterday. Now we're back to the grind here on 30 NSG. Question for anybody that has an Xbox. Do you guys use these on your controllers at all? What's going on, Nostalgic? What's going on, Lurker? Travis? Stealth? Is there anybody that uses this inside their controllers? Because this weekend, for some reason, all of a sudden, mine stopped working, right? What is it? It's a piece that goes into your the bottom of your controller, like this, and you plug your headset in. Like, you could plug your headset into this, but you add this and you can have more functionality with the volume and the game sound and whatnot. And mine stopped working for some reason, like for no reason. And I've tried it, and I have two, right? So I have two. I have one that was on my controller, and then I grabbed my son's and put it in my controller, and it still doesn't work. So what's happening is my headset, I can hear like the audio from the game, but I can't talk to anybody anymore, and I don't know what the deal is. So, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, Travis. It's a USB connector that connects to the bottom of the controller. It's the exact same thing for like a PlayStation. You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal is. And I looked up a whole bunch of stuff, and I can't figure it out why I can't talk. And then if I take the headset and just plug it into the controller itself, it works fine. So I don't know if I have to do updates on your headset. It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Anyway, I thought I would throw that out there if anyone could help me figure that out. If not, I bought another one. I'm waiting for it to come through Amazon. We'll see if it's that. It's weird to me that it's not doing it on my son's either. So I can't imagine both being broke. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to be continuing our second year here with Jack Burton inside of the game. We've played. Where did we start here? Started. All right. Yeah, we were about a week and a half, 2 weeks into the new season. So that's what we're doing. We're going to continue to play and see if we can get him up to the next majors here.
Are notoriously a superstitious crowd.
All this talk of Diablo made me want to play, so the only option was Diablo Immortal. You jerks. I almost did the exact same thing, Travis. I wanted to play Diablo, so I downloaded Diablo Immortal, and I deleted it before I even played it. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I played a lot of Don't Let Loose this weekend. I joined a clan, the same clan that Sarge is a part of. Really nice group of guys, ex-military guys and whatnot. Lots of fun with them because they communicate really well. So I'm playing a lot more of that. I'm gonna try to get some cables so we can hear the in-game chat. We'll see if it works.
Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. One down.
Yeah, Jesse, I watched bits and pieces, mostly on Friday. I watched it. I'm not really impressed with anything, and I know it's me. The only show I'm excited for is the Ahsoka show, and that's sort of like the last show of the hurrah of what happens during that show. Yeah, I don't believe that they're going to go away from the new trilogy, and obviously they're not. Hence why they announced a new Rey movie. And I'm okay with the new stuff, like the High Republic, because they're not ruining anything for Star Wars for me, particularly because it's not it's all new, right? It's all new, but I don't care as far as the new stuff because it doesn't excite me in any way, shape, or form because they've ruined the old stuff for me. So even if the new stuff is good, I'm not excited for it until I watch it. You know what I mean?
When you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug, these type of home run
50-50
totals.
here by Thursday. Is that what it says?
That
It'll be
one
here by
clubbed
Thursday?
down towards left center. That'll be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Lloyd coming home. He will score. And it's 1-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie down the middle.
Yeah, but I already knew.
I
what Ahsoka was going to be before it came out. I knew the Ahsoka show. I said this 2 years, if not 2.5 years ago, when I used to do my show for the Mando show. We used to do on the Nerding with 30 show.
At second with 2 down.
I said it 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, that the Ahsoka show is going to be basically a continuation from the Rebel show. So I already knew that was happening. I'm okay with what the whole series is because I knew it was going to be about Ahsoka, Sabine, and Hera because that's who's left at the end of Rebels, right? I know they're setting it up for that. So I'm excited, but I'm not excited because I just don't know where they're going with it. The other thing is I called it as far as the Mando show. I think it was at the end of season 2, which was also 2 years ago. I said I don't think, and when I did the show with my buddy Wolverine, we were going back and forth, and I said, what about the show The Mandalorian is not about Din Djarin? I said, what about if it's about Mandalores in general? I said, what about if the show just continues and anyone could be the Mandalorian, right? It could be Grogu because Grogu could be a Mandalorian at their rate. You know what I mean? So it seems like that's where the show's going as well for Mandalorian. Oh, it's been 100% garbage, Travis.
On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Now it's the DH, Kyle Lewis.
I haven't played Titan. I haven't played Path of Exile in like 5 years.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about.
And I don't want to pick up. I'm not picking up the last Epoch. I'm not.
And a 1-2.
Epoch. I'm not going to pick up any ARPG type of stuff like Diablo. I don't want to burn myself out on Diablo. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait for Diablo to come out to play games like Diablo.
Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Yeah, no, the writing and stuff is just absolute horrendous this season.
Number 13 now at the plate. Corner infielders guarding
There's
the
like
lines,
bits and pieces, Travis,
bases.
that like shine, and you're like, oh, this is
In the
cool.
air, left
But
side,
the overall package
ranging
is not
back.
very
Makes the
good.
grab, and there's 2 out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over. Shane Fontana, the next to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've always said that example or the analogy.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Diving try, but it falls in base hit.
I've always said the analogy
And the tying runs at second base with a double.
as far as, like, if you go to a bar or a restaurant, and it's a terrible bar or restaurant, but you go with your friends, you have a good time, you remember that restaurant being better than it was, you know, type of thing. That's what's happening right now with, like a Star Wars.
Almost on the warning track. The pitch.
You could almost have like a watch party. Okay, you could almost have a watch party to hate on the show and have a good time watching the show. You know what I mean?
Here's the second baseman,
James Mangold, Dawn of the Jedi movie is from the comic books.
You gotta stay dialed in
We'll see what happens with James Mangold with the Indiana Jones 5 film.
And here it comes.
At this point, I really don't think there's like the issue with Star Wars
They get it
is
in quickly.
the leadership.
So first and second now. One
And there's
out.
been a lot of
Third guy with 2
directors
strikes. I'm not gonna
that
leave
have
this in
come
the
and
umpire's
gone
hands. I'm gonna be
inside of Star
aggressive.
Wars.
This
Like,
was
how
all
many
about
things
the
in
pitching
Star
and
Wars that were
defense,
announced this
outstanding
weekend
job
won't
of
even see the
pitchers,
light of
really
day?
attacking hitters,
They've
trusting
already
what the
did
catcher was putting
that
down,
from
and
last
trusting the
couple
guy
of
standing
Star
behind
Wars
him to make the
celebrations,
plays
announcing
defensively.
projects and then
Sometimes you
not
wanna see a
following
high-scoring
through with
game,
them.
but
You know what I
sometimes
mean?
you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these guys did on the mound today.
1-0 the final for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. AAA baseball on
No,
MLB
right,
The
Travis.
Show.
I don't.
It's the
I usually
Toledo
don't
Mudhens
watch stuff, but what I'm
taking
saying
on the
is people
Syracuse
could,
Mets.
right? You could have a good time watching a bad product if everybody
All right,
watching
we'll
it
be
is
back
just
to get
like,
this
this is
one
terrible,
started
but
after
it's so
this.
bad, it's a good time for everyone to make fun of it type of thing.
Almost ready
Isn't
to get
Jude Law
underway
part of
on the hill here today?
the Skeleton
Christian
Crew,
Scott.
or is he
How about a
part
report
of-
on him, Chris?
Well,
I
the key
forget.
for him
He's part of
usually
something.
centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working.
He's
but
part of
it
something.
becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
The 1-0.
I know the
Ripped in the
feeling
right
right now, a
field,
lot of
base hit.
people, they saw like the Acolyte and they're like, oh, it's woman-centric type of thing.
He was
I don't care
all
about that.
over that one.
Again,
Pretty
I
much split the zone down
once
the
the
middle,
original
and those are
trilogy, the only
ones
reason
where
I
you gotta
had a
make
problem
pay.
with
And now,
Star
let's see
Wars,
if
what
they
they
force
did
some
with
action with good wheels on
the
bases.
next trilogy is because
This
they
is Kyle
brought
Lewis.
the
Hit this
old
yesterday
cast to
as
use
they
them
only
to
pushed
get the
across
fans
1
in
run.
and then like shit all over everything. You know what I mean? So it's like
Grounder might be 2.
I'm not really upset
Young to second.
that what they're doing to Star
Pulls him
Wars.
off
I'm
the
upset what
bag
they
and
did
he's
to
safe.
Star Wars, to the original Star Wars, the cast, the story, the lore. Like Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, like everything
Back to
was
the
just
top
kind
the
of
lineup. Now it's going to be number 4.
toned down.
Rounded out his first time
so they
up.
can like raise the new
Singy,
stuff
you gotta
up, it feels
appreciate
like.
a guy who's this good defensively.
No, Skeleton
I mean,
Crew's not
watching him
out.
track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Home half of the third coming
Yeah,
up.
that's usually what
No
happens,
score.
though. There's been 15, I think 15 different, between writers, directors, leaving the projects over the
So up
last,
next,
like,
Jack Burton.
8 years.
Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
If your best thing in Star Wars, though, Travis, is a video game, in
Swing
in,
and
in
a
the
miss,
overall
and he was fooled.
theme of Star Wars, you got problems. And I like Cal Kestis' character. I like the story a lot. I'm looking forward for Jedi Survivor. But
That's
it's like
the third.
if
And
your
it gets by
if
him.
your best
He
thing
pulls
for
into
Star
second
Wars
as a run
is a video
scores.
game and not a TV show or a movie,
Just one of those
There's
seam
issues.
high base hits through the infield.
There hasn't been
Just
a
kinda
Star
rolled
Wars
over on it a little
movie
bit,
in
but
4
sometimes
years.
those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So now here's the DH, Kyle Lewis.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
and there's not going to be a Star Wars movie for like, when's the next Star Wars movie come out? 2025?
And the pitch. That one
So
out
when it's
to
all
right.
said and done, like the actual next Star
Pulls
Wars
it
movie
in
is going
on
to be
the
6
run.
years after
And
the
there's
last
one
one.
down. So first and second with one man gone. Ronnie Mauricio now.
Well, I watched a lot of interviews this weekend at the Star
Right-hander
Wars
kick
Celebration,
steals.
and they all say
And a
like
weak
everyone's
ground ball to the
a
left
Star
side.
Wars fan
To
that
second
works
for
for
one.
Lucasfilm
What a double
and
play
whatnot.
that
But I'm almost
was.
like,
Inning
you saw that
over.
Well, we
whiteboard
can never
from
overstate
like
it.
2-3 years
Pitcher's
ago,
best friend right there.
where they're talking
Double
about
play, gets
what's
out
going
of
to
the
make
jam,
Star Wars
saves some
good,
pitches.
and they're like, less wars, dinosaurs, and diversity. That was on the whiteboard. Diversity was on there twice, I believe.
Now the left fielder, Shane Fontana. This one lifted in the air, left field. Drops into the glove, and that is that.
The Acolyte, they said, is a mix of Frozen and Kill Bill. Let me tell you something. It's not going to be anywhere close to Kill Bill. It's a Disney movie. You know what I mean? Or Disney. It's Disneyfied.
Welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a high
Did they say
fly
Kill
ball
Bill
left.
because of
He's
it's a
got it.
woman
1
lead
up, 1
character?
down.
I mean, is that why they said Kill Bill?
Now back, the designated hitter, Chandler.
Now it's the second baseman, Jace Young. Left-hand batter waits. Ripped into left for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Anytime you rip a line
Come on, boss.
drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's
No,
great
I know
work.
they said that. I know they said that, Jesse. I watched the thing when they said it. And what I'm laughing about is it's not going to be anywhere near Kill Bill. I think the only reason they said Kill Bill was because of the woman lead,
Just missed.
Uma Thurman,
The last
as
thing
far
he
as
wants is to
like
hit the ball on
her,
the
like the
ground.
character
I would
of
expect
Kill
many
Bill.
pitches up to the
It's not
zone.
going to be
They'll be
like
pitching
dark
for a double
and
play in this
gruesome like
spot.
Kill Bill. Come on. They're only using that example because of it's a woman-led film.
And a pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Writing it off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
On the ground.
Like I
could be
want to watch
Workman
and
tossed to
like Star
second.
Wars again.
Ow!
I do.
The double play
And I give it a
ends
shot,
the inning and
right?
might
I'm not
have
going
saved
in
the
to try to
game for
hate
them.
anything.
They made it look
And then I
easy,
watch
but it
Mando,
started with a
and
nice
I'm like,
feed to the second baseman from the
what is
shortstop.
this? This is like
Perfect turn,
bad
and they're out of
sitcom
this jam.
television. Like the
Jack
last
Burton will
episode
hit next.
The left field.
Outfield deep
of
here, trying to
Mandalorian.
prevent anything over their
felt like an
heads.
episode of like The Love Boat.
At the dish, looking
You know
to
what I
lift the
mean?
ball
Like
in
just
air
like
in
the
this
feel
spot. Anything but the
of what it
inning
was.
ending double
I don't know
play
if half
move.
of you even know what The Love Boat is.
That to right, number 3, under it. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 4-0.
There's just
They had a
something
chance
off
to add
about
to
it.
their lead. Well, a real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually
If you
gets the
saw-
final out, but
you guys
extended
see
his
the
role a little bit
crowd?
and helped his team get the win.
Right?
He
You
got
see the
save.
crowd at
Nice
these
job.
events?
A 4-0
The crowd
shutout
is
in this
absolutely
one. For Chris
like
Singleton
I
and
think
our
this
entire
is the biggest
outstanding
they've
crew
ever
here
had
at MLB The
attendance-wise
Show. I'm
at a
John
Star Wars
Shelby
celebration.
saying so long.
It looks absolutely packed.
Just about ready to
Come on,
go.
Marco.
Today's starting pitcher, Matt Allen. What should we keep
Well, of
an eye
course.
out here?
Well,
Boss.
he got into the
I don't
eighth
think
inning his
that's
last
I don't think
time
that's the
out,
thing. I mean,
really
obviously,
pitching deep into
no
games
matter
as
what,
of late.
there's
We'll
always
see
going to be
today
a
how many
crowd
innings
or
he's got in
audience
And he
for,
hits a
for
ground
whatever.
ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly.
And what I mean by that
Throw
is
to first gets him
the
easily,
crappiest
and that's the
baseball
first out.
team has diehard fans, right? Regardless of the majority of the people
So
hate
2
that
on with
sports
2 away.
team,
And now
there's
the
still
first
that group of
baseman,
people that
Spencer
like
Torkelson.
that sports team.
1 for
They're always
1
going to
with a
have
single
that.
so far. And he
Just not for us no
deals.
more. I think that's the problem, though.
Hammered
Right?
on
The
the
problem
line,
is
base
that
In comes the
the
run
people
for
that
third.
made Star
It's
Wars what it
2-1.
is today,
Well done,
we've
drives
gotten
in the
abandoned.
run. Just a cookie
And I
down
think
the
that's where the
middle. I mean, those are
pushback
ones
is.
you
It's like,
dream about. Ones in the
why
game
all of
you're
a
just
sudden are
hoping
we
you
going
get the
against the
ball
people
game.
that
Right down the
made
middle with a
you
whole lot of velocity,
like the
right on
reason
top
Star
of it.
Wars is what Star Wars is
Stepping
because
in
of the
the
fan
long
base
ball
that
threat, Jack
was
Burton.
there.
Grounded out his first time.
But they chose
Oh,
to
look out here.
basically
He's
cut
gonna come
off
up
that
ready to
that
swing in
fan
this
base
situation.
and then make you feel bad because you don't like something because they're swinging it the completely opposite direction.
That one ripped.
My wife, right? She started laughing the other
Cameron
day.
makes
We
the
were having a
grab.
conversation.
And the inning is over.
She goes, "I don't even think I saw the last Star Wars." I'm like, "You didn't see the rise of Skywalker?" She goes, "Is that the one where Obi-Wan?" This is what she said. Obi-Wan was on the
Back here in
mountainside
the
where he
ballpark, down
disappeared,
to third
and I go,
baseman, Jordan Walker.
"Obi-Wan?" I go, "That's Luke Skywalker." And she's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah. I go, not to say that you represent all of women. I said, but I guarantee you most girls, okay, think exactly like you. You have no idea who any of the characters are. You're just like, isn't that Obi-Wan Kenobi? Right? And that is the people they're pandering to now, right? Even though my wife is, she's never been a big Star Wars fan. She knows the desert planet. That's what she calls it, the desert planet. And when
swings and lines a base hit into left field.
Luke kisses Leia.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to.
2 outs. Runner on first. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Jack over to first, and he saved.
Well, they're pandering to the younger audience 100%, boss. They have a new preschool show coming out.
Kendall off of
Preschool
first with 2 away.
Show coming out. For basically,
on the ground,
you know,
right side.
4-year-olds or whatever.
He can't come up with it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs,
I imagine Ray is going to find a girlfriend in the new upcoming film. Probably.
This is Kyle Lewis. He's already homered here in this one.
There's rumors now that Ray's new movie is going to be Grogu's going to be in it. And if that's the case, that means, I mean, obviously they're not going to tell you that right now. But if that's the case, there's no tension anymore with Grogu in the series.
First and second, 2 down.
Hey, come on now. One time. Right here.
To the right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and that is the inning. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error.
Yeah, he's making, I forget what he's making, Jesse. He's making a live-action film, which, I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Dave Filoni live-action directing that he's done in the Mando over the years. I'm a big fan of Dave Filoni with the animated stuff.
Next pitch is popped up. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, center.
I've slowly come to terms with the movies not made for me. As long as the storytelling is decent, I can somewhat enjoy them. Sure, sure. I understand that.
Change quickly here with 1 swing.
Like I watched the movie. I watched the movie the other night with my wife. It was called You Before Me or Me Before You. Got Emma Clarkson in it, and I forget the other guy. And I didn't really like the movie, but there were bits and pieces that I enjoyed of it. Right, so I enjoyed the movie because I watched it with my wife, and we had like a conversation about it afterwards or whatnot. But it wasn't really that good of a movie. It's not meant for me. My wife loved it. Right, because it was made for her, and I'm okay with that. Right, and again, my issue with Marvel and my issue with Disney, boss, is that they're taking a fan base that was there, shitting on them to find a new fan base, right? Instead of trying to make something like that was already ours. I say ours, but you know what I mean. There was already a set group of people, and now they're trying to swing it completely the opposite direction, and you're getting rid of the fan base that made you the millions. And apparently they feel millions and billions. Apparently they feel like those people are done. Those people are not going to use the money that they want.
Center field.
Did I hit this one good enough? Nope.
And it's caught just in front of the wall.
And they feel like the new people are going to buy more stuff, which is just not the case. Hence why they're throwing toys out. You go to the toy store section, like a Target or Walmart, and you go to the Star Wars section, and there's just tons of toys just sitting there because no one's buying them. I wonder why.
free baseball. Let's go.
New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Shane Fontana.
But I'm not, and a lot of people aren't. The Mandalorian right now on TV is the lowest ratings of any Star Wars show to this date. A show that brought the highest ratings in is now the lowest ratings.
The batter, the center fielder, Daz Cameron.
And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Is the video
And now
program
the
as well?
DH, Kyle Lewis.
How do you respect the old fans and capture the new?
The extra
It'll be the
innings
same
replacing
result.
a
The old
runner on
fans are
second
loyal,
to begin the
you
inning
are not.
was
Right.
a big move for baseball in 2020. So, Chris, how has that changed the way relievers approach
I don't
these
think
innings?
it's the...
Well, I don't think it's that much different from coming in to clean up someone else's mess. Definitely not ideal, but the best relievers welcome challenges like this.
And he makes it up to third with one away.
It's...
As good as
And this is the term where they say, like, go woke, go broke. Just take the woke part out of it, right? Make bad crap, go broke, right? It's not even about being woke or not. It's about making stuff that your fan base wants to watch. And because you don't want to watch it, doesn't make the fan base bad. It makes that your project's bad.
Winning run, and they walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody.
Yeah, exactly, Jesse. Lowest more than Boba Fett. The last episode, okay, is ridiculous. Is completely... It's mind-boggling to me.
Victorious home team, 6 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base.
Define bad crap, because 80s action films were bad, but they were something more important than being good. They were fun. Well, no, not even they were fun, Travis. They were entertaining. See, that's the difference. Okay? They were entertaining. Did you see the last episode of The Mandalorian, Travis? Was it in any way, shape, or form fun and entertaining? Regardless of anything. Regardless of who the main actor is or who isn't the main actor, what sex they are, or what race they are, was the last episode of The Mandalorian fun? No. it wasn't. It was absolutely garbage. And casting has to do major wonders for certain things, right? So, for instance, Jack Black is an awesome guy, right? Love watching his stuff, love watching his movies, love doing a bunch of stuff. Certain people, okay, you have to kind of like ease into certain things, and certain people don't fit in to a certain genre of film, or are too recognizable, okay, and then they get tossed into something and it automatically devalues a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, if you brought in Jack Black into this thing, you would have to maybe disguise him as someone else, not as Jack Black as a character in Star Wars, because he just looks like, and this is what I'm talking about, the last episode reminded me of an episode of Love Boat. There was so many cameos inside of the episode, it didn't feel like it was Star Wars. It felt like it was like I went to the Star Wars hotel and people were acting. And it's not supposed to feel like it's acting. It's supposed to feel like I'm watching a show about in a galaxy far, far away. But at this point now, it feels like I'm watching Jack Black and Lizzo take up these characters in this world, and I'm like, and Christopher Lloyd, right, was also there. And it's just like, what is happening right now with Star Wars? I don't know. Julia Roberts played Julia Roberts in Ocean's 12. but that's also based in reality, right? So Julia Roberts playing Julia Roberts makes sense in that sense. It's now in a galaxy we've never been, but still managed to ruin. It's just weird to me. This is why my argument is, and I know people don't agree with me, but this is why you don't take someone if I become an actor, right? I'm an actor and I get casted as Superman. Okay, like I'm Henry Cavill now. Okay, I become so iconic with that character. To take that character now and put him into another type of film as another character, you're like, I don't know. Like, there's so many different characters that we have never seen. There's billions of people in the world, and yet for some reason we hire the same people all the time for certain things. It's like we can never find new talent.
Like last time out, his team will be happy.
And first offering is fouled off.
Like, they could literally make a show on Disney Plus about the Galactic Star Cruiser, which is the hotel they built, and do it exactly like the Love Boat. Bring in guests on the thing, pretend they're going on a trip. Like, that's basically what it is.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch went too far.
Oh, and boss, I agree. Jack Black did a wonderful job as Bowser.
He was able to spit on that thing.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Bradshaw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice.
The next movie I go to see in theaters is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Just stayed through it nice.
That's the next one I see in
ripped it
theaters.
into the outfield.
This is Kyle Lewis. The pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. And that one handled to second. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop.
Oh, you know what I loved about that, boss?
In the inning.
I love how they incorporated him not sounding like it's a me, Mario, right? I love how he doesn't sound like that, and because they wrote it in the script the way they did, I was like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it.
Swing and a ball popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors. So 1 out, nobody on. Now the left fielder, Jack Burton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That misses. Ball 1.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Oh,
This one
come
popped
on.
up. Foul ground, first base.
I'm guessing it, but it's
He's got it, and there's 2
isn't
away.
it like it's from World Sucked into a Mushroom Kingdom? No. No, it's basically the plot
inning.
point
Now here
of
is
Mario
Jacob
Odyssey.
The catcher, Jacob
Yeah, Mario Odyssey.
Stallings.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Burton raging back towards the wall. Back some more. In the air to make the catch.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an
You see
outcome.
instant replay on
Seems
that?
like within the third.
No, I want to see what I did, but I couldn't see it. Yeah, kid, look at that. Let's take a screenshot of that as well.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now, Jack Burton. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And that
I had to see season 2 of Star Wars Visions.
Here this half.
Yeah, I saw the trailer this morning.
Bottom of
Looked good.
Number 6. The Jumbo Shrimp have the advantage, 1-0.
And get this, Andor season 2. I haven't even seen the first one. Andor season 2 doesn't come out until 2 years from now,
Runners at first and second with 1
or 2
gone.
years, right? It came out what last year. It was running. It doesn't come out now till August of 2024. So by the time it comes out, it's been 2 years.
Makes the grab for the second out.
Oh, for God's sake!
Throw comes in quickly as the lead runner at third gets the stop sign.
Now batting, third baseman, David VR.
That's normal 2-year break?
David
No, it's
VR
not. Come on.
will hit next. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a pitch. Left field, Burton in position. Puts the squeeze on that one.
Here's the reason
And
why that
that's the
happens.
third out.
They're trying something new. They don't know if it's going to work, and they put it out there. And then when it works, they're like, "Okay, well now we have to get the people back and do it again." Was Mario expensive to make? I'm not sure what the
Here's
budget
left
was
fielder, Jack Burton.
for Mario. I
Gotta
would have
be
to look it up.
careful with a slugger like this,
I would say
because
it's probably
he
like
can turn
80
it
to
into a
100 mil.
3-run game in the blink of an eye. Hammered down the line, base hit. Runner around third. He scores, and a 2-1 ball game now.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Yeah, 100 mil.
First and second with 2 outs.
There's 100 mil
Next
on
to
the
hit,
internet.
Kyle Lewis.
Hey, I need you right here. Let's go, kid.
Next pitch is popped up. Hamilton makes the catch, and that is that. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the
Especially
eighth
since it's
coming
only two
up. The
seasons and
Mets
ends
on top 2-1.
at the start of Rogue One. Oh, really? So
Welcome back.
I didn't watch Andor.
Here's
So
the second baseman,
Andor
David
season 2 is the
Hamilton.
last one, regardless, because it leads up to Andor, or leads up to Rogue.
To really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Kicks and deals. That one lifted to left. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, David.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are
Yeah, but that's
pitching,
not normal,
guys are
Dente.
making the plays
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
defensively.
that's not
This
normal.
is the kind of feeling. It's
Do
not
you
gonna
know what
last
hurt
all
Game of
season long,
Thrones?
but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
What was it? Was it a 2-year break between when it was like the first 5 seasons came out, and then it was like a 2-year break, was it not? And then seasons 6, 7, and 8 came out.
Mets and the Jacksonville Jumbo
When you have
Shrimp.
momentum of something, you can't just put a pause on it, you know?
First pitch coming your way next.
I thought the Ahsoka trailer, okay, this is gonna sound
Just about
a little
set to go
harsh.
now.
Okay.
And starting
I
this
thought the
one,
Ahsoka
Max
trailer was
Meyer.
good. Okay. I'm excited for the Ahsoka trailer still. I think it looks good, but at the same time, it almost looks like a student film. It looks like I shouldn't say student
Here's a
film.
big power
It
threat.
looks like a
Jack
fan film.
Burton. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
It looks like a really good fan film, but not a really good big-time production.
in the air, right side. That's going back. Back some more. Turning and looking, and it's gone. His
Looks like a
fourth
mobile
home run of
game.
the season,
Yeah.
and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that.
It's
at-bat,
like
Boog.
it's like
Aggressive,
a
and it paid
really
off.
good fan film. Like someone saw Rebels and was like, "Dude, I'm gonna make a fan film," and then they filmed it just like they did, and you would be
His
like,
bat
"Man,
looks
this is
like it's in the
crazy.
zone for
This would be
such
an
a long
awesome
time,
movie
and that gives
if
him the
they
ability
actually
to get
made it,
barreled on
right?"
and
But
hit the
it
ball
looks like a
out
fan
to
film.
any part of the park.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Burton. He's already homered in this one.
All right, you got this. Let's go. Let's go.
Next pitch is popped up. Herrera settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that. One down.
And you know what pisses me off the most about what Star Wars is doing right now?
Designated hitter.
Even though I called what they were going to do for
And
Ahsoka
here is
well
Herrera.
before they even said there was an
He's
Ahsoka
already
show,
singled in this game.
that Kathleen Kennedy herself
Two
said,
outs.
"There's no
Couple of
stories.
base runners at
We have
first
to
and
write all
second.
the stories. We have to make all the stories." And now here we are, 5,
Swing and
6,
a ball
7
lifted
years
left
later,
field. Burton
and
gets
they're
under it,
taking the literal stories of
He's
the
there.
expanded
He's got it.
universe
and that is
and
the
then
third out of the
pulling
inning.
them out and making them stories
So
now,
they
but they're not
strand a
doing
pair.
the
3
story.
innings
They're
complete.
pulling
The
they're
Mets
they're
on
pulling
top
bits
here,
and pieces
4-0.
from those stories to make the things, right? So much so that didn't Dave Filoni talk to Timothy Zahn to see
Back here at the
how and
ballpark,
who
we
should
head to the
play
bottom of the fifth.
Thrawn?
Now, David
The third
VR.
baseman,
Amazing.
David VR.
Gaddis back to work. In the air, left field. Burton
See, and
pulls
the
it
funny
down,
part is
and a quick out
Kathleen
number
Kennedy's
one.
saying there's no
Just
stories to
pulled
pull
them
from.
down a little
That's
bit
because the
right
people
there,
she's
that
talking
front
to
shoulder
are
coming
people
open
that don't know
instead
anything
of
about
staying
Star
closed.
Wars. They don't care about Star
So two
Wars.
away with
They don't know
nobody
anything
on.
about the story
Now
about
the
Star
number
Wars.
2 hitter, Davis
right?
Bradshaw.
So they don't know there's actual books out there. But the fans of actual Star Wars like, dude, there was literally hundreds of books that you could pull
Swing
from.
and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that.
Chris says, "Well, I'm glad I have the old copy of Heir to the Empire." Yeah, it's a fantastic book, and
New arm out of the bullpen.
all those stories by
Zach
Timothy
McCampbell.
Zahn.
Pretty tight game.
Thrawn is
so they're
such
looking
a
for
great
quality pitches out of
character.
him right here. Gotta do his
You know
best
who
to
I would
keep the
compare,
score right where it is.
Him to, right? I would compare him to,
Jack Burton
in video
now
game
at the
form,
plate. He's already
as
homered in this
as
game.
Jack, Handsome
See, you
Jack.
can't ask for anything more.
Okay,
This guy
Handsome
checks
Jack's one of
all
the best
boxes
villains,
offensively.
in my opinion,
He's the
in
ultimate professional,
as
and it
villains
doesn't just start
inside
at
of
game
video
time.
games.
It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and
That's
gets ready
Thrawn.
for the ball game. I tell you
Right?
what,
Thrawn
his
is that
teammates feed
character.
off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Burton measures 6 feet 4 inches, 190 pounds, and he's been on a good. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Can't get there. Base
Why?
hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are
Go
the
on, Brian.
ones where you got to make them pay.
This is Kyle Lewis.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second
right,
has
the
a
story
very
needed
good
for
read
him to lose,
and
but
can determine whether or
he's
not
such
he can
a
score on that base
well-written
hit.
character.
Makes the grab, one away.
I loved him in Rebels.
The shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
Man at
Lars
second with
Mikkelsen
one
is
away.
playing him, right?
And now the shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio. One out and a runner at second.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Line drive, base hit, right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
I think he'll play. I think he'll play a
Just
really good.
solid swing right there. Cut it out
Thrawn.
front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Like I said, I'm excited for Ahsoka
Runners on
show.
the corners with 1 gone. Next to hit, Omar Narvaez. And the 0-1.
But I already
A
knew what the
swing
show
and a
was going to
soft
be. You know what I
liner.
mean?
Puts it away for the out.
I feel like whatever happens in Ahsoka will win me either over or like win me back as a fan,
And now it's
or
Mark
I'm
Vientos.
completely done.
So
What
RBI
Ahsoka's
spot,
show
but Chris, this
is
a guy
what
that
Doctor
not really
Strange and the
swinging
Multiverse
bat
of
all that
Madness
well
was
here.
for me for
In
Marvel.
this situation, you have a real
Like
good
that movie kind of
opportunity
just
to get
broke
swings
me. I was
and
just like,
misses and
yeah,
record a
no, I'm good.
strikeout. I think you
I don't need
attack
to
him in
watch
this
any
spot.
more Marvel.
On the
And I
ground,
think
out to short.
that's what Ahsoka's gonna do for
Swings
me.
to first, third out, and that ends the frame.
Um,
a couple
for-
of hits
for
in
Star
the inning,
Wars.
but they can't get him home. To the bottom of the sixth.
The left
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jack Burton. He's done some damage. Launched a homer at his first at bat.
'Cause to
back in
me-
the first.
Yeah, that
to
was a
me,
tone
the
setter, no
Ahsoka
doubt.
show-
I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a
I
three-run
like
shot
the
just
Clone
doesn't
Wars
go down
series.
quite
I
as
like the
smooth.
Rebel series. That's the last really good thing that I liked about Star Wars.
On
So,
the ground, right
The
side.
Ahsoka show is like the
Herrera
continuation
touches the bag,
of
that
Rebels.
ends the
'Cause I
frame.
really wanted to
So
see
one
Rebels a
run on
continuation
one
to
hit,
see
no
what
errors,
happens
and
with
a runner
Ezra and
left.
Thrawn and all
Midway
them.
in inning
Now we're
number
getting in
7,
live
and
action
it's time to
form.
stretch.
So
The
that's what I'm
Mets
looking
lead
forward
it
to. That's like the last
5-1.
connection of the old original, like
Jacob
1 through
Stallings
6
down.
type of story that I'm looking for, even though it takes
A
place
righty that
after
throws with
after
power.
6.
31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Burton makes the catch, and there's one down.
No, even if Ahsoka's good, you need to escape the cult.
third baseman, Jason.
After Lizzo and Jack Black episode, I'm kind of done with Star Wars.
The sixth
And to
win
be
in a
clear,
row,
I like
all of a
I like the
sudden,
Buddy
you
Cop
start to
show
look around,
they
up and
had,
down
just
the
not the
lineup, to
episode
your left,
6
to
and,
your right as a player, and you say,
the
you know what,
episode
we're
show.
good.
Yeah,
We may have
That-
had some tough
that
times
one
earlier
broke me,
on,
dude.
But this is a good team, and you start to
that
expect
last Mando
this kind
show
of play out of yourself.
completely
We'll see
broke
if
me. I
this
was like,
translates
what
into
the
a
F
longer
is
winning
this?
streak than it is right now.
And your final score, 5-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire
It,
outstanding
I don't know if you were
crew
here when I
at
said it,
MLB
El
The
Dante.
Show.
I said
I'm
it
John
felt
Schuck.
like an episode
Thanks
of The
for
Love
joining
Boat.
us.
Or like Fantasy Island, where they would
Just
bring
about
like
ready to
the
go. And
the,
today's
uh,
starter,
the
Ryan
cameos
Hoeing.
of other celebrities
Really
into the
labored his
show.
last time out, 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
Top of the second, here's the left fielder, Jack Burton. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a ball popped
fucking
up.
pop up again.
MacGyver hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like if you take Jack Black
The designated hitter.
and you
So
put him
now
in
it's
some
the
sort of
power
costume
hitter,
or
Jack
something as an
Scoreless
alien, like
here,
Jack
but
Black
now
was
he's
playing
gotta
a
deal
character,
with
not
a
just
guy who's
Jack
got some
Black.
power.
And
Gotta
it's
be
just,
careful.
I don't know.
When you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And the first offering is not close.
Exactly what I said. Yeah, completely. I was like, what is happening here? Exactly right.
And there's a ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Base hit center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
When you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard. like
I
he did
don't
right
have
here.
any suggestions, Travis. They're all pretty good. I mean, I even read up the what the hell was the last one that I read?
This is Kyle Lewis.
It takes place after episode 7. It was Wedge was in it after the aftermath. I think it was called.
Hey, your pitch,
0-2 now.
I think it was called the
And
aftermath.
that one in
I thought
the
that
air
was pretty
center
good.
field, and that'll get down for a hit.
The Thrawn series, though, is
No, that's two
to
strike
me
hitting right
the
there.
best
He did
the best
well
series.
just to put the ball in play. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And
Exactly,
you're never
Adente.
trying
Like
to
you
do
could
that
take
as a
characters
hitter,
like
but
that,
when
bring
you
them
do,
in,
I
and
tell you what, you're
put them
yelling
in
at
as
it the
cameos
entire
inside
way
the thing,
to
but
get
make them
down. Runner in
different.
scoring position
Don't take an
now and a
iconic
good
character like
opportunity
Jack
to push
Black,
across the
especially like
first run
he's
of the ballgame.
undeniably like the way he looks, and just put him in there
Kicks and fires.
as like
That
a
one the
king
other
or a
way.
queen or you know what I
Base
mean? It's
hit.
just like it sticks out like a sore
Throw
thumb.
back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to second, and that's 2.
These boys are ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution.
Now the left fielder, Jack Burton.
What's wrong with you people?
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Fought off
Everyone
foul.
wants in Disney.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find
And I
a
like
way to
nothing against Jack
manufacture
Black,
that run
Travis.
from first, it
I
feels
like Jack
it's
Black.
Really
I
important
do.
to getting back into this ball game.
Popped up, foul territory behind
But it's
the
like
plate.
he just stuck out.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter.
We go to the 8th, digging in.
And I'm not saying Jack
Burton.
Black can't play like a serious role or whatnot, right? I mean, it's just like when Jim Carrey took serious roles
And that one
and
finds
whatnot.
its way through.
Like, he can.
So
I
a
mean,
man on
he did
base
King
to
Kong,
start the
and then he
inning.
still played like a fun character.
Always feels amazing
But
getting a job done
for the most
when
part,
team
he could
needs you to
play
come through. It's just
a serious
bigger than your
character,
own
but
individual stats. Timing on the swing was good.
he's
able to
so
shoot the ball
iconic
up the
looking.
middle.
Now
Didn't
you put
square
some
up as
makeup
much
on
as
him,
he probably would have liked,
and
but
you make him
that's a
like
good
what
approach
Colin
paying
Farrell
off.
did
And
in
now a
in
chance to
Batman,
maybe
where you didn't even
create
recognize him as the
offense with good
Penguin,
speed on first.
and then act inside the Star Wars film. Then I'll be like,
And the
or a
righty
show.
deals.
And someone
Got it
goes,
by him for
"Did you
the
see
save."
Jack Black? That was Jack Black." I'd be like,
Man, I really
that was
like the
Jack
ability
Black?
to
Who?
bounce back right there after not getting
The alien
call.
that he was talking,
Probably
that's Jack
should've
Black. You'd be
got
like,
him. Didn't let it affect
no
his
way.
focus, and he came
Now
back
you're
with
like,
another good pitch to get him swinging.
why is Jack Black in this?
Ronnie Mauricio now. Burton over at first with one away.
It's exactly right, Travis. You can only see Jack Black.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using
Wait, when
the
was Colin
entire
Farrell
field.
Penguin? In
Just
the new
couldn't
Batman
sit back
film.
long enough on that one.
Omar Narvaez at the plate. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Checks over to first, back safely.
Hey, we need you right here. Here you go now.
Righty delivers, and there he goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, out at second.
Come on.
That ends the inning.
How he beat that.
Well, this is definitely a rarity, a one-pitch save. You come into the ball game, so much pressure, don't know what's going to happen.
It's actually a pretty good Batman.
Fortunately, you make the pitch.
It's actually a
you
pretty
get
good
the out,
Batman film.
and everyone has a big sigh of relief.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
1 run on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 17 runners on base.
And welcome back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jack Burton. The pitch. And that's downstairs.
I'm gonna
and
wait.
outside.
I'm gonna wait to watch that. I still haven't seen. What was the one with John Cena? What was his character's
In the
name
air,
again?
Pretty deep out to center field. And makes the grab. And there's
Can't
one
think
down.
of the name.
Batting fifth.
And next will be the cleanup hitter.
Peacemaker.
Jack
I don't know why I
Burton.
want to say the
Outfield playing
Patriot.
very deep, not wanting
Peacemaker.
anything over
That's
their
not coming
heads.
out. Season 2 of that's
He's a
not coming
guy
out
who
till
does
next
it
year
all.
sometime.
With the lack
2024,
of
I think.
contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball,
2025.
he's a
So what is
threat
that?
deep into the
3
count as well.
years? 3 years after the original one came out? That's insane.
2 outs. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Makes the turn and heads for second. Lewis with a relay throw. Tag. Save. Bang, bang play. That was close.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a good pitch
That's
to
insane.
drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
How do you do that? How do you make a how do you make a show, and
And
especially
here
a show
comes.
that was, I think, a lot
Line
of
drive,
people
base
really
hit.
liked.
Burton headed for the
Right?
plate.
Like,
He'll
he got
score
really
this
good
time.
reviews
It's
and
1-1.
whatnot.
Big
You're gonna wait
RBI
3
for him
years in
right there.
between?
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get.
Stepping in, Jack Burton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ripped to third
Oh,
and
that
caught.
was a good hit too.
The batter,
How are you gonna do that? 3 years after the show comes out.
Two gone with runners at the corners. And the batter now, Jack Burton. Lots of pop at the plate.
Yeah, but that even makes it look worse, though, Stealth. The restructuring, they say they're getting rid of everybody, right? Yet they got rid of nobody except Cavill. Right? They got rid of nobody but Cavill. You're telling me Cavill was the problem?
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Line drive. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 7th inning stretch time. The Mets out front here, 3-2. And here is David Hamilton.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
McIntosh, the runner at second with one away.
Hey, we got one here.
And that one popped to short. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So 2 down. Jack Burton getting ready to hit.
James Gunn said the new
Outfield
Superman
here
movie is in
trying to prevent
2025.
anything over
Said
their
about
heads.
this was not like the
Look
Guardians
out
of the Galaxy
here.
movie. Is very
He's gonna
different from
come up
that.
ready to swing in this situation.
That
We're
one
waiting
is
for this
absolutely
Joker to
belted.
flop.
Back there. Grabs it
At the
right
wall.
up against the wall. So
Flop
one
is
hit is
like
all
it
they
doesn't make $1
get.
billion,
One more shot coming
boss,
up.
or
Bottom of the
like
ninth
flop
on
like
deck.
it doesn't make its
The
money.
Mets have the advantage, 3-2.
Gal is done. Ben is done.
Two
They haven't
outs,
said anything about
nobody
Gal
out.
Gadot
And
being
here's
done.
the catcher, Paul McIntosh. Corner
And
infielders guarding the lines,
Ben's not done
trying to
either
prevent
because
extra
he's
bases.
making an appearance
Swing
inside
at
the
a high
Flash.
fly ball left field. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some time.
Well, I didn't wanna watch- I didn't wanna watch Peacemaker
defense in certain spots.
Well, it was all
Definitely
done, and
a
then
fun
once it
one
was
to
done, I
watch.
was just like, I never had
3-2
time to
the
watch
final
it.
score for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 3 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base.
They flushed the third movie, and that's the last time we're going to be
Fellow
see
baseball fans,
Ben as
and welcome.
Batman.
Triple-A baseball on MLB The Show. So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Jack Burton. That's out to center field.
I'm hitting
Florial
these
moving
shots
under
to
it.
dead center every single time.
That is the inning.
Like the worst part of the park. Like that would make a home run if I
No
just hit it to the
scores.
left
We
or
head
right.
to the bottom of the first.
Come on, guys.
Welcome back. Bottom of the second. At the plate, number 19. Out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Batting ninth.
Jake Mangum, the next to hit. He walked and came around to score his first time
I don't
up.
think the second movie is going to live up to the first one. Even if it does make money,
Lifted in the air.
I don't know
out
if you
to
can like
left.
recapture
Burton
what
should
Joker
have this
did.
one.
You know what I mean?
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go. Base is empty, one away. Here's
It's
Jordan
hard to capture
Groshans.
lightning
Worked
twice.
a walk in his first trip to the plate. In the air, left side. Burton has this one sized up. And there.
Yeah, but what do you mean by flop, though? That's what I'm asking.
Just
Like,
pulled off of it
did
a
you
little bit right
answer
there.
my
That
question?
front shoulder
Like, do you
coming
feel
over
like
instead of staying closed.
the movie's gonna flop? When you say
One out,
flop,
runner at second.
flop
Now the
meaning
left
compared to the
fielder,
first
Jack
one,
Burton. Outfield
or
playing
flop like it's
very
not going to
deep,
make
not
money?
wanting anything over their heads.
Like,
This
for
one in the
instance,
air, right
the
field.
Eternals
Mangum
flop.
settles underneath
Like,
it.
it lost money. Black Widow flopped.
Snags
It lost
for
money.
the second out.
Ant-Man and the Quantumania lost money.
Yeah,
Those
that was
flop.
a wasted
Those are
RBI
flops.
opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making
Flop
up
as 130 million
Jacob
will be
Stallings now.
erased and forgotten.
Stallings.
Oh, 130
He
minutes,
stands
130
in
million.
second with no outs.
You don't think it'll break 50 million? I don't know, man.
And that one is lifted in the
I'm
air.
pretty sure it'll make
Burton
like 600 or
moving
700
under this
million.
one. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony Peguero.
So up next,
What did the
Jake
first
Mangum.
one make?
Outfield playing pretty shallow.
Hold on one second. I'll look it up.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Burton makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So the batting
Called
order
Joker.
turns over. Now here is Jake Mangum. He's someone.
Okay. It made just over $1 billion. I'll say the second one will make. Obviously, this is without seeing a trailer. This is without seeing anything. I saw a screenshot of what Harley Quinn looked like, which is Lady Gaga. I'll say we'll make at least 600 million. At least. Which, if you're comparing it to this movie, it would be a flop, right? But you see what the what their budget was. Yeah. Okay. So the budget. This is fantastic. This is why this movie like was phenomenal. $55 to $70 million. That is unheard of. I guarantee you the new one. Is it called Joker 2? Is it called Joker 2 budget or Joker 2? Yeah. They literally inflated that thing up to $150 million. That is huge. Which means, okay, that even if they lose their ass on this Joker 2, and I mean lose their ass, meaning they don't come anywhere near $1 billion, they make like $500, $600 million, they only make about $100 to maybe $200 million profit, okay? Where the first movie was budgeted high-end $70 million. If you put 2.5 times on top of that after they ad revenue, you know, and for advertisement and everything else like that, you're only talking about $200 million, $225 total max for the entire budget, and they made $1 billion. So they made $800 million plus on the Joker 1. So if they take $150 million of the profits of Joker 1 to make this film, and this one only goes on to make $150 million, it would be a flop. Like, not box office wise, but it would be a flop for the studio. 100%.
That you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the pitch. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lewis around third. Mauricio with a relay home. Not in time. He scores. It's 3-1.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
The left fielder.
Back here at the ballpark, leading off, Jack Burton. The pitch. And there's the strike.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. And another thing that stands out specifically is that they haven't been able to lay off the first pitch. 9 first pitch outs in this game, so it's been costly for them.
Next offering is downstairs.
That was close.
You know, being aggressive can be a little tricky. You want to have confidence up there, but some guys fall into the trap of being overconfident.
Is it really a
thinking they can
rom-com?
hit anything, and that can lead to a lot of mistakes.
Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Relay throw to second. Tag. Save. Bang, bang.
Wait a minute.
That
It's
was
the other day I heard it was it's a rom-com comedy.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't
Rom-com
spin off of it.
musical.
That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
This is Kyle Lewis.
Picked up an RBI in his
I would
last
have to see a
at-bat.
trailer
Still their
to
only run
give
of
you
the game so
my
far.
actual thoughts what I think it's going to make.
Here's the 2-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Makes the catch.
Without
One
seeing
away.
anything, I think it'll make $600 million. Once I see the trailer, I'll give you my actual what I think it'll make.
One out. Runner at second. Stepping in is
The problem is the expectations. There was no expectations for the first film, and now there's a tremendous amount of expectations for the second film.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
The first baseman, number 34, Bobby Bradley.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Bobby Bradley.
Those words hurt my soul.
Bounce to the left side. Whips it across. 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch.
I mean, she's a good actress.
Here's the left fielder.
I just don't know where they're going with it.
Anthony Peguero.
Unless it's like so artsy, it's not really like
And
it's not
base
really
hit on the
a.
line. 1 runs in. He's in there.
It's not really
It's
a
5-1.
rom-com musical. It really is like a depressing film, but the rom-com part becomes inside the head of Joaquin Phoenix's character, the Joker. Like he's going insane, so he thinks it's happening.
Ready for the bottom
Type
of
of
the
stuff.
8th.
I don't know.
And now here is David Hamilton. Luke Casey back to work. In the air, left field. Burton hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And now it's Esteban Florial. He's already homered here in this one. Herrera
I don't
leads
know.
off
It all
first
depends
with
on
2
what
down to
DC
the
wants to
inning.
do.
Left field.
Probably not, considering
Burton.
they
right
want to
there
make
to
a
the
rom-com
grab,
musical.
And that'll do it. One out, base is empty. Jack Burton will hit next. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning.
Can't get a Robin in the movie. Well, you could thank Chris O'Donnell and George Clooney for that.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the
That was
other
a
way.
terrible
He gets
movie.
those arms extended.
Terrible
So
movies
right
existed
there,
in the past
just trying
as
to
well.
straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swing and a bouncer. The throw to first, and they're down to their last out.
Deceptive slider up. Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score,
Right, like
5-2.
we had
Chris Singleton
bad
and our
movies,
entire
lots and
outstanding
lots of
crew here
bad
at MLB
movies
The Show.
back in
I'm
the
John
back in the
Shambi.
day.
We'll see you soon.
But they were entertaining and fun.
And welcome
But bad.
into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us.
Now you just have bad films
Just
with bad
about set
writing
to
that are
go,
not
and
entertaining
towing
or
the
fun.
slab, Paul Campbell. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he doesn't have overpowering stuff, so it's important that he finds his rhythm early. I think the easiest thing for him is to trust that catcher. Catcher's been in the league a long time. He knows these hitters.
And that's a base hit. Burton fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. On the board first, it's 1-0. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Jack
Oh, I
Burton.
hated. I didn't like those movies. Even as a
Campbell
kid, I
back
was just
to
like,
work.
these movies are not good.
And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're
You want to
looking
see
for
a
that
fun,
shutdown
entertaining
inning,
film?
Get that hot team
A lot
back
of
in
you
there to
probably
swing
won't go
the
see it because
bats.
you don't have kids, or maybe you're not a Nintendo fan. But the Mario
And the
film,
1-0.
the Super Mario
the
film that
ground,
came out,
right side.
was fun
To first,
and entertaining.
and quickly one
It
away
didn't
in
drive
the
an
second.
agenda in any way, shape, or form. It literally took the video game
Designated hitter.
and made it into a film.
Kyle.
It was fun
Jack
all around.
Burton now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
The only person I didn't like as a voiceover was Seth Rogen.
Campbell back to work.
I
Ground
didn't
ball
like
up the
his
middle.
voice for
Groshans
Donkey Kong.
collects it. Over to first.
But didn't
Out
kill it
number
for me.
3. Offense held in check there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Here's the third baseman, David VR. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Hammered, base hit. They get it in quickly.
Yeah.
So first and
He
second
is
down,
so.
1 out.
It's that damn
Good
laugh.
job of just putting
It's the
ball in
laugh
play with
that
two
does it.
strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive.
The left
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jack Burton. Outfield playing very
You know, I watched
deep,
the
not wanting
trailer again
anything
because it was in
over
the
their
theaters in front of the Mario film.
head. And the first pitch misses for
I
ball
like
one.
the art style
Eyes
in the
on the
beginning
double
when we
play
first
ball
saw
in
the
this
Teenage Ninja
spot.
Turtle
No
trailer,
better
but then
way to
the
get
more
out
I
of this
watched it,
inning.
I was like, I don't know if I like this style. It's even
Next pitch misses.
well
2-0.
way more different than
Pressure's on
the
right here.
Spider-Verse
2-0
one.
count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
Bases loaded here. If he walks them, probably not the worst.
Like, I don't think
thing,
it's gonna be
because the alternative
horrendous.
could be a grand slam.
And then I saw the trailer again for
Here's
the
a 3-0.
Spider-Verse 2.
That one misses.
I'm not a
and
big
that'll
fan of that
bring home
either.
a run.
Maybe a
I don't
little
like where they're
less
going
focus
with
on
all
the
the
mound
all the
right
spider
there. Pretty much gifted
you know,
in
the
first
Spider-Verse
base
stuff.
with a quick free pass.
So bases loaded with one away. This is Kyle Lewis.
What I like about Spider-Man is that he's a street level character. Right?
Grounded to third, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. And that's 2.
He's a street level character.
Poetry
And
in
what
motion
Marvel
there
is, and
as
I've
the
talked about
second
this
baseman
over a year
turns the
ago.
double play.
I was like,
Nice throw
the
to
biggest
first,
mistake
and
Marvel
that's the way
made
to end
is
the
that
inning.
they went so big and now they can't it's so hard to go back. Like, how are you going to top it? How are you going to top the next thing, right? Like, if the Quantum Mania, then you're going to have
And here is
Galactica.
Herrera.
Like,
Number 30.
or Galactus, right? Like, you keep going higher and
First and
higher,
second,
and these
2 down.
characters are street level characters, man. Spider-Man is so good. Just keep him in New York. Yeah,
Lifted in
street
the
level
air, out to
sometimes,
left.
but he should be
Burton
street level.
Puts the squeeze on
That's
that one,
where you-
and that'll end the inning.
That's where you keep the story tight, Water. When you start doing what they're doing, I don't know, man.
Now it's the right
Now
fielder,
batter,
Herrera
right
Encarnacion.
Encarnacion.
I don't think he is, Travis. I think it's just a 13-year-old boy.
0-1. Popped in the air, left field, squeezes it, and that ends the inning.
Yeah, like, I would be okay if they brought Spider-Man in as in a buddy film, like he comes and helps the X-Men help, save New York City or something, right? But in a Spider-Man led film,
And next will
keep
be
him
the cleanup
street
hitter,
level.
Jack Burton. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep, infielders guarding the lines. First offering, and it just misses. Lloyd on at first, nobody out. And fouled off.
Have I gotten a hit in the last game? No, I'm 0-2 for this one. I think I'm struggling right now.
The 1-1. And delivers outside.
In the trailer, they allude to that, Jesse.
Hit hard.
They allude to that, and then Oscar Isaac,
Lead runner holds up. They're at first
Spider-Man,
and second with
he's like the
nobody
bad
out.
guy.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts.
It's
where
like
batting
Spider-Man
averages
versus
are just so much
Spider-Man
higher.
versus Spider-Man.
There's nothing cheap
It's
about
like
the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And it's a one-run game.
Tie this up. Ace
First
ties
and
it up.
second, no outs. Ronnie Mauricio now. Next pitch is popped up.
Yeah, but he becomes the bad guy.
Narvaez at the plate. 1 for 3.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
So the tying run at second. In the air on the infield. And now it's Mark Vientos.
And things could
Miles
change
is the bad
quickly
guy?
here with one swing.
I don't think you can have the
Big spot.
protagonist be
2
the
out.
antagonist.
Both the tying
and the
go-ahead
protagonist.
runs are aboard. This one popped
pretty
up.
ballsy.
Groshans under it. And that'll do it. 1 run in the inning. So the lineup flips over. David Hamilton digs in now. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
I mean, that literally goes against everything
Say, but clearly an
like
at-bat that could
filmmaking's
change
about.
the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away. And the final score here, 4-3 for Chris Singleton.
Can you give me another example, boss, in any way, of the protagonist being the antagonist? No, I get that. Yeah, but you're getting that all from the trailer. And the trailer, they could do a spin of he's trying to take over something and he's trying to tell him to do certain things so he can get his way. You know what I mean? He's the protagonist, but he's evil. Yeah, but then who's the antagonist? You're saying, Travis, that Miles is the bad guy, but he's the protagonist, and the good guy who's the bad guy is the antagonist. So you're saying the main character of this film, who was established as the good guy in the first film, is going to be the bad guy in this film. So he's going to be the antagonist to himself. That's gonna be a hard sell. Adding vision. You're building plate vision, plate discipline.
Well, we spoke earlier with Kellen Lee, mental performance coach, about superstitions in baseball, and now let's get a player perspective on it. Joe Mauer, the former American League
Is the movie still
MVP.
broken into
Joe,
two parts,
your
or did they change
teammate
that?
for so much of
Oh,
your
for
career,
the
Justin
Spider-Verse? I'm
Morneau,
not
was
sure.
Notoriously superstitious.
Is
What were
it
some of
in
the
two
things
parts?
that he did pregame?
Oh my goodness, where do I start? He had a few of them. I remember he had a.
Well, if that's the case, then they can do a. They could do. Miles is the protagonist, not the other Spider-Man character. Correct. And usually you don't make the villains
Welcome in, everybody. Glad
the
you're with us.
protagonist.
AAA action coming
Now,
at you
if it
on
is a
the
two-parter,
show. It's the
perhaps
Rochester
that
Red Wings
Miles makes the
taking
wrong
on the
choices and
Syracuse
whatnot, and
Mets.
he's the good
And
guy
we'll be back with
that
the first
becomes the
pitch right
bad
after
guy
this.
who then changes his ways to become the good guy again, you know, figuring out the ways. But still, the bad guy is the antagonist. The good guy is usually the protagonist.
Just about set to go now. And our pitcher in this game, Hunter Gaddis.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Jack Burton in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Hey, stay hot up there, huh?
Now a fly ball to right center.
Come on.
And it one-hops the wall. Into second easily with
Oh,
a leadoff double.
I wanted to go for
Everything
3.
came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
The designated
This is
hitter,
Kyle Lewis.
Kyle Lewis.
And a 3-1 on the way. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
I'll stick by what I'm
He's
saying
making
though,
things
as far as I
difficult
think
for
they should stick
himself right
Spider-Man
now
as
there on the mound,
the
but,
neighborhood
you know, his
Spider-Man.
confidence should
Not
still be high enough to get out of
this
this, but he's gonna have to
multi-universal-
buckle down right here.
I get it. There's just comic book series and stuff like that. I just feel like you go too far down. No
Soft
point intended
contact
here.
in the air,
The web.
and a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bases loaded, nobody out. Omar Narvaez at the plate. And a pitch. Now he breaks his bat. He comes home with it. How about that double play?
I understand with the bases loaded. Start licking your chops, thinking
Oh, no,
you can hit
they're
a
really good, Chris.
four-bagger, but
They're really good.
have to be.
And here is Jack Burton. Doubled in his first AB.
5 in a run.
Pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
I want to see if I can get the equipment. Drive in all the runs.
Hey, you can do it. No one bad. Let's go.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Smoked into left field, base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score, and it's
Damn it.
1-0.
Wasting no time.
That guy
He's
should have ran
2
around
for 2
third
now
base.
on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the
Fucking
cycle.
steal.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. At the belt and
Nope.
fires. There goes
Peg.
the runner. Throw to second, out, and that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into.
Peg.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jack Burton. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. And first offering is fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 0-1.
And
And a
it's
foul ball.
how much do you think the cutscenes
Fletcher,
cost
the
to make?
lead runner at second. Lloyd over at first.
It all
so ball
depends
away.
on how long they are.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher.
Depends. I think it
Proctor
costs anywhere
calls it in,
between
2 away.
Well, that was a
like
pitch you gotta
$30,000
crush. Unbelievable
for
that
a
he missed it
small
right
like
there, and I'm telling you,
1
he's
minute
gonna
to
be
2 minute
frustrated
long
with himself
scene all the way
until
up to like
his next
$100 grand.
Now the left fielder, Jack Burton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
So for
And
instance,
first offering is
let's say
fouled
they
off.
have
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the
know,
opposite
an
field
hour
gap in
worth
these
of
situations. If he takes that
cutscenes
approach, he could
inside
bust
the
this game wide
game.
open.
Now a screamer into the outfield.
Come on. Come on.
Pulls it in on the warning track.
Let's say there's an hour worth of cutscenes. That's like 60 minutes. Let's say every minute is $100,000. That's like 600, right? That would be, yeah, it would be 600,000.
Here's Blake Rutherford.
It could be way more too. It all depends on what the technology they're using, the hourly rate,
Fly ball down the line.
people
Burton
making it.
on the move to his right. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The first baseman, number 22, Dominic.
Here's the left fielder, Jack Burton. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he could turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Ripped on a line,
God damn it, dude.
and it's caught for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind...
Now the third baseman, Kurt Smith. He's
I mean, I
already
think
homered
they,
in this game.
I don't know why they do it, so people can see
And he
themselves
deals.
in a character, but
In the air,
I don't know.
left field, Burton drifts towards it,
if that was
brings
the
it in,
case,
and there's 2 down.
that means any young black man or black boy when
As
they were
good as he's
younger
seeing the ball out of the
could
pitcher's
never
hand,
like
you
any
cannot hang a
superhero.
breaking ball right
Right.
there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
because your color of your skin, you couldn't like Superman, you couldn't like Batman, you couldn't like Spider-Man, right? Which is just so stupid, right? In any way, shape, or form, if anyone says, well, I need to see myself in the thing, like there's characters that I like that are black. There's characters that black people like that are white. There's no rhyme or reason when people say, well, I see myself in that character. Yeah, see yourself, meaning like the morals they pick and do, right? You're not a scumbag, or, you know, he makes good choices. He lived in a city. I live in a city. He lives in a city. Oh, he's got neighbors. He lives in Brooklyn, right? Like, see yourself as that character. Has nothing to do with the color of their skin.
Drive home safely.
Do you know what I mean?
Hello and welcome. Thanks
Like, you
for
like
joining
those
us.
characters because
AAA
of their
baseball
story.
on MLB The Show.
Let's be honest.
It's the
You like those
Rochester
characters
Red
mostly
Wings
because of
taking on
they
the
look
Syracuse
cool,
Mets.
right?
All right,
That-
we'll be back to
that's
get
what
this
you
one
really like.
started
You like
after
the
this.
costume that they're wearing. Then all of a sudden they do a fight scene. You're like, oh man, that's badass.
So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill today, Andre Jackson. What do you got on him, Chris?
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed one.
If you had to make a
run. These
list
guys
of
would
why
love
you
to
like
see him
a
back on his
superhero
game in this
character,
one.
I guarantee you their color of their skin and their sexual orientation would be not on the list.
Righty to the plate. Popped up first base side. Alou settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0.
Right, Water. But you see yourself as Captain America, I would assume, because of what he stands for.
So one
not what
out,
he looks
nobody
like.
on. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Like what he represents.
Swing and a high fly ball to left.
And it would go a little
For the out.
a little
2 down.
deeper, right? It would be like because your parents, and I have no idea, I'm just being very generalistic,
in,
not
the
for you
long ball threat,
specifically,
Jack
Water,
Burton.
but I would assume your
Outfield
parents,
playing
the way that your
very
parents
deep, not
raised
wanting
the
anything
individual
over their heads.
to have
He's a guy who
manners
does
and,
it all with the lack of contact in
a
today's
drive
game. This
and
guy,
a good,
for
you know what I mean?
contact, so
Like,
delivers
you
average,
see
but
that
there's
growing
on-base
up,
slug,
and then
too.
you see these characters that represent what
Early
you
in the count, you have to be real
believe
careful
or
because
see.
of that power. But then,
And that
if
has
this hitter
nothing
gets a
to
strike
do
or two on him, he's still
with the
very
color of
comfortable.
someone's
Because
skin
he has the
or their
ability to
sexual
get the barrel
orientation.
to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
High in the air, out to right. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 1. Designated.
So digging in, Jack Burton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Liner,
that
base hit.
last hit.
Around first,
that
digging
double.
for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
He's Miles' uncle, Spider-Man Homecoming. I have a nephew. This part, one mentions of Miles Morales in the Spider-Man movie. You haven't seen Miles Morales,
One
but
down.
it was mentioned.
This is Kyle Lewis.
The batter,
Who's
number
0 for 2
1.
with a pair of strikeouts.
Designated hitter, Kyle Lewis.
Here's the 0-1. On the ground, right side. And it gets by him. Rutherford fires it to the plate. Safe at the plate. It's 3-2.
Takes the lead.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Burton. 1 for 3.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up.
Oh,
ready to
sure,
swing
Travis.
in
There's a
this
lot
situation.
of parents, but what I'm saying is your parents gave you, I would say, a strong foundation of what and who you
Yeah, he
are
swings and
as a
misses,
person,
and it's
right?
something you want.
Looks like he
They
went up
shape
there
it, and then
guessing
you,
on
as
the
you get
first
older,
pitch. He
you
was gonna sell out to it.
grow
Didn't
into
make any contact,
what that
though.
is.
And the right-hander deals. In the air, out to center. De La Rosa under this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's 2 away.
The batter.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Ford Proctor. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one lifted to left. Ball game. And your final score,
running into the wall.
5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Warriors home team, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base.
Oh, did you guys see that last
Hello,
gameplay
baseball
footage
fans, and
of
welcome.
Redfall
The show has AAA baseball for you.
that IGN did?
So almost ready to get underway and starting in this
I'm still not
one,
excited.
Christian Scott.
Still not
Bogey
excited.
pitched into the 7th, earned the
Then I read
W
like
in
the
his
comment
last start.
section
He
and
really
everything like
needed
that in the
one.
comments and
Well,
on
his team
Twitter.
needs another one today. We'll
Not that
see
it
if he
matters,
can
but
carry that
people are like,
performance into this game.
Jack Burton.
You know,
The
they
next
think
to
it looks
hit takes
terrible.
outside.
I'm not gonna say it looks terrible. It just didn't get me excited in any way, shape, or form.
And there's a foul ball.
It's weird, Chris.
Kendall
Like when
over at
certain
second,
people
one
play
down.
it, like when you watch it like at E3 or the Summer Game Fest, and they come out and they show you
Next offering is
footage
foul
of
back.
it, of like gameplay or guys on stage playing. Usually, you want like someone that understands the game, someone that makes the game look good. You know what I mean? Like for instance, if Call of Duty
Now
was
the
selling a
count is
gun,
even.
they would have a commercial of like Shroud or Dr. Disrespect playing with the gun to make the gun look badass.
And now the lefty swing
And
and a miss, struck him
The
out.
gameplay footage
Bogey just ran out
of
patience
Redfall
there.
that
He took a
IGN
couple of
showed,
pitches.
it seemed like the
He
guy
let
that was
count
playing,
off at 2
or
balls and
girl,
2 strikes, but that time
the person
chased
that was
outside
playing
was
the
all.
actual game was not, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't
Now
know what they
the
were doing.
left
The
fielder, Jack
gameplay
Burton.
looks
Outfield
bad,
playing very deep,
which
not
doesn't,
wanting anything over their heads.
sell the game very good based off of that.
And a foul ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Hey, your pitch, drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Redfall looks better than Starfield. How do you compare the two?
Next pitch is outside.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here on the hitter's side.
And I'm not
Nice job
saying
of
the
laying off
game
that pitch.
sucks because of the footage they showed. I'm just saying that the
And a swing and a miss.
footage doesn't look
Everyone
good
can have a little chuckle
to
there.
sell me
He's had
on the
such a
game.
great season. Rarely ever do you see
It's
that
like
kind of
it's like
swing.
having a good editor on a film or TV show. Like
Foul
once
ball
the
still,
show's
1
filmed,
and
the
2
movie's
count.
filmed, like if you had two editors and different music on it, you could make a thing completely different if you played different music and edited differently, right? Long edits, long cuts, short cuts.
The pitch. Swings
I didn't
through
wanna
it, and
swing
that's
at
a
that.
strikeout.
To
Well,
make
not
the
sure what
make
he
a
was
thing
waiting
look
on
better
right
than it
there.
is.
He got the changeup,
They didn't
but
do a very good
still
job
waiting on
with
it.
the
You
IGN
rarely
one.
see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitch.
Welcome back as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's a speed threat, C.J. Abrams.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more
And the
thing
whole
he's gotta
point of
think about.
trailers, right? The whole point of like game trailers, film
In the air,
trailers,
left
any type of
field.
trailer, is to sell you
Burton puts
on
it
that,
away,
right? When you
and
watch
there's
that, you
one
either
down.
get hyped, right? You want to watch a good trailer, go watch any kind of Bungie trailer for Destiny, right? If you don't know what
Bases empty,
Destiny
let's
is, and you
roll
watch
in.
that, you're like, man, that
And
looks
now the right
badass.
fielder,
And if you're a person that
Blake
plays Destiny, you're like, oh my god,
Rutherford.
it looks
He's already
badass. No
singled
matter
in
who you
this
are, the
game.
game looks badass. Then there's people that don't know how to cut trailers and whatnot, and you're like,
Pop
oh,
up here, third
doesn't
base
look very
side.
good.
Williams makes the catch, and that'll do it. One error in the inning, but nothing more. We're midway. Here's the left fielder, Jack Burton. Scoreless here, but
Lost
now
track
he's
of the
gotta deal
story.
with a
What's the
guy
deal with the
who's got
Whitfall
some
story?
power.
What
Gotta
are
be
they complaining
careful
about? No, it's not.
when
It's
you're
not about the
talking about a
story.
hitter with this type
Sarge.
of slug and these type of home run totals.
It's just about the game, the way the gameplay looked.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Smith over to second, and that's two. We go to the top of the seventh, and now Kurt Smith.
The third baseman, Kurt Smith.
Yeah, but the whole point, Travis, what I'm trying to make is that
Left
certain people
field,
can make a
Burton
hype trail.
has a beat
You know what I
on
mean?
it, and out number one on the grab.
The right fielder, number 12.
Jack Burton, the next to hit. Lots
That's
of
another one,
runs at
Jesse,
the
right?
plate.
The
Outfield
latest
playing
trailer
back
for Star
almost
Wars
on the
Jedi
warning track.
Survivor looks hype. Like, I'm excited for it. Redfall has not excited me at all
Swing
the
and
entire
a
time we've
miss.
seen it
Curveball
leading up
in
to
the
it.
dirt.
They haven't scored yet in this game, and with that swing, they're definitely trying to get on the board. That's the way guys go about their business today.
That's down and in.
Let her rip right here. Let's go.
And a count 1-2.
But beware, you might have unpolished areas in Jedi Survivor. Perhaps.
The wind of the
Perhaps.
pitch.
But the conversation that we're talking about
Gets
is
a piece and stays
trailers
alive.
trying to sell you on stuff.
Well, pretty
And
clear to
if the
me.
trailer
He's trying to
looks
go
good,
deep
then
right
and
there.
it sells
But
me
you
on the
gotta
game,
get a
and
pitch
the
that you
game
can
looks
handle.
complete, and it looks finished, then it would have suckered
Fights
me
that
and
one
sold
away,
me on the
still
game to
1-2.
purchase it, right?
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
And that's another thing. That game is coming
Two
out
down, nobody on.
real soon, Travis.
And that one hammered De La Rosa. Going back some more, and that one hops the wall.
Right? Suicide
De La
Squad's
Rosa
coming
hurries it
out,
back in, and that
real
holds the
soon.
go-ahead run at second base.
and yet
I'm sure
people
he feels
still
really good
ran.
about
They
that
haven't
one.
took
I love
the
the
articles
approach
down
he
in any
had
way,
right
shape, or
there with
form.
that
They said the
pitch.
game's
Not trying to do
delayed.
too much, but
YouTubers
still
made
looking to drive it,
videos
and
saying the
that's
game's
exactly
delayed.
what he's able to do into the
If they
opposite
say
field
rumor
gap
or
for the
not,
double. Now a
right?
good opportunity to
Some
potentially
just say
jump ahead
it
in
is
this game
delayed,
here in
and
the
yet
later innings.
there's been no
This is
announcement
Kyle
of delay
Lewis.
whatsoever
He's
for Suicide
0 for
Squad.
1.
Designated hitter, Kyle Lewis.
Come on, Quintar.
The 0-1. Fly ball to right. Rutherford gets there. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you
Suicide
just
Squad
gotta let it
ain't
out.
coming out
That's an
until next
outstanding
year, I
job of
guarantee
taking
it.
that,
Guarantee it.
executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
How about this? If it comes out this
Number
year, you can no
96
longer watch
will
my
hit
channel.
next. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position,
How guaranteed are you?
Has maybe above average speed, but he does. Burton makes the play, and the inning is over. Dom Smith stands in.
I'm kind of excited for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League because one of my favorite villains is there, Brainiac. I think the game looked good, Chris. I do. I know a lot of people that are DC fans. They were just pissed off that the game's all about guns and they don't want Suicide Squad to be a gun game. They want to use the powers and stuff of the Suicide Squad.
Man at first, now the left fielder, Jack Burton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ball one there. Feltman measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018.
God damn it. Go foul.
Rutherford glides to his left.
Ooh, that was close. No, I'm not trying to get rid of you, but you like to spew stuff, right? And you're so guaranteed. You're so
ball down the right field line.
You say that it's not coming out this year, even though there's no signs of that. No statement was made. Nothing was made by anybody. It was just a bunch of rumors so far. That you're saying not only is it going to be delayed like a month, you're saying it's coming out completely out of this year, right? And you say guaranteed. Well, if you guarantee that, then you would have nothing to worry about, right?
No errors. They left 5 men on base.
Welcome to Majestic Green Stadium. AAA action coming at you on the show.
If it comes out this year, I'll eat my hat and I'll buy your
today's
copy.
starting pitcher, Matt Allen.
Power pitcher.
So you're going to have to pony up pretty soon. It comes out, what, May?
His hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the
Make sure you
fastball
save your
will
money.
beat them.
Brings it in for the third out. We played an inning, no score. 1 out, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Jack Burton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
It was just a joke. We all know you'll just game pass it. That's right.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, I know. I know when May is. My birthday is next month.
1 down, base is empty. And now it's even up.
Wow, that was a ball? I don't think look at that. Number 2. That's a ball? Half the ball is in the strike zone.
The pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Dives, but it's foul. And a pitch. Good eye right there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pineda pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So 2 away with nobody on. This is Yasel Antuna, a switch hitter batting right. The wind and the pitch.
It ain't coming out in May. If it was, you could pre-order it.
That's hard.
Yeah, but why do you have to pre-order?
Burton makes the catch, inning over.
The only reason you would pre-order in a normal world is if it was hard copied, so you know you have enough copies in the store, and 2, if you were selling some exclusive deal a statue, a T-shirt, a sticker, a keychain, whatever.
So now it's
If they're not doing any of that,
Jack Burton. Singing, you
then
can't
why would
ask
you
for
have to pre-order?
anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
There's
Come on,
a
it's
swing
got to
and
be
a drive.
gone.
That's back there. Turning, looking,
Thank you.
and that one is gone. A shot to left, and they inch closer. It's 7-3.
But again, why do you have to pre-order a digital copy? Is what I'm saying.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that.
Now it's Alexander Canario.
Alexander Canario.
In the air, left side. Burton racing, makes the catch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sure, they
Runner
might
on
delay
at
it,
first with one gone.
but it's not
And
delayed up
now
to this point.
Jack Burton. He's already homered here in this
Even though
one.
all the rumors for the
Dome
last
checks
3
over to
weeks
first, and
have
he's
been
back.
saying, I think it's actually been longer than 3 weeks. I think it's almost been a month now.
Hey, it's your pitch, drive it deep. Here we go, baby.
Out towards right center field. De La Rosa under it.
To tie the game up with that
Pulls it
swing.
down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. One down.
We're not getting another
now it's
shot,
going to
I
be
don't think.
Yasel Antuna. Swing and a ball lifted left
Tonight we're
field.
starting up Jedi Fallen Order. We're gonna play Jedi Fallen Order tonight.
Well, a 3-pitch save. This guy might feel cheated a little bit. Gets in the ball game, wants to show off his arsenal, and really didn't get that opportunity. But I think he'll take it. Whenever you can get that save and do it efficiently, he'll be ready to pitch tomorrow.
Now I don't know if we're gonna go
And
through
welcome
the
in,
entire
everybody.
game again,
Glad you're with us. AAA
but
baseball
until
on MLB The
before Jedi Survivor comes out.
About to
But
get
the whole reason we're
started
playing
here.
Jedi Fallen
Our
Order
starting pitcher in
is
this
to
one,
kind of get
Jack Leiter.
like
What do we need to know
situated
here about
again
the
with the
right-hander?
game.
Well, he got into
Kind
the
of like
8th
a
inning his
refresh
last time
course.
out, really pitching deep into games as of
Look at
late.
that
We'll see today
pop up,
how many
man.
innings he's got in him.
Makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got it.
1 down. Now it's Dominic Smith. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Now
And that
that's a
one is
game I would
lifted in the air.
believe.
He's got it. And that
When did they move
quickly
that one
2
back to
away.
now? A year, right? They pushed it back a year,
Ready to go.
or did they push it back to like
Bottom
November or
Here's the
something?
left
I forget when they pushed
fielder,
it back.
Jack Burton.
the left fielder,
Patient, pick one up and drive it, kid.
Burton.
Find some green, baby. Find some green.
Cavalli back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And the righty deals. Hit in the air, right field. And it falls.
I don't know if that was in the strike
Off
zone.
to a good start
Was
with
it?
a leadoff knock.
I mean, arguably it could have been.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak.
Hold on a second. Previous play. Yeah. It's a. It looks like it's over the plate. I don't know. All right, whatever.
To 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't.
Over to first, and he saved. And a pitch. Runner on the go, and he walked him.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Kicks and deals. Swung on, popped up on the infield.
The problem is now if you delay the game 6 weeks out, which could happen. They did it with Jedi Survivor. It's a short delay.
First and second,
right?
one out.
We saw it with Harry Potter.
At the plate.
We saw it with Survivor.
This is a guy who's in
We
the
saw it
line
with
first
there
and
was one more
foremost
game that
because
got
of
delayed
what
by
he
just a couple of
contributes
weeks.
Defensively, Chris. And
So
when you talk about
Suicide Squad
preventing
could
runs from being
potentially
scored,
do that.
This guy is a big contributor. Line drive, and there's a hit. Burton around third. He'll score easily. It's 2-0. In there safely. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location.
If they do it that late, though, that means there's a major problem with the game, though,
Now
Travis.
at the plate.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And that one a little bit high.
That would kill.
That's
Now,
a
I'm
bullet,
not
but
saying
it
they
goes
should do
foul.
this, but this is what they
Important if
would
he can
do.
go 1, 2,
If there
3
is something
here,
wrong
would
with the
be
game,
very positive sign
and it is a
for
live
him
service
and for
game,
his team.
mind you, would they delay it?
That smash
Would they
towards
delay
center.
it and potentially
De La Rosa makes the
hurt
play,
the
and
sales
it's out number
and
3.
also hurt like what the game is? Or would they have it come out on time, have issues with it, and then fix it along the way, right? It's easier to ask for forgiveness.
Dom Smith
You see what I'm
stands
saying?
in.
Which is a terrible business way that they do stuff now. But that's what all these companies
And the
do,
2-2.
especially for live service games.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Alexander.
Right. Are they
First
sending it
and
out to
third,
die
2 away.
no matter
Jack
what?
Burton
It's a
getting
live
ready to
service
hit.
game.
Outfield playing very deep, not
So
allowing
I would say
anything
yes.
over their heads.
They are sending it out. Because think of all the games that
Ball for a
delayed
strike.
right before
And
they
that's strike
launched.
one.
A Hogwarts single-player game, not a live service game. Had to make a couple changes to the past old system, so they're working on that. Jedi Survivor, single-player game.
Collins,
They're working
the
on
runner
some
at
fixes
third.
before
Lloyd on at
before it
first
comes
with 2
out.
down.
But a live service game,
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by
Redfall?
him for a couple of
Redfall got
strikes. Now
delayed
back is against
by a
the
couple of
wall. He's
months,
gonna have
right?
to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
it's a live
One
service
hit to
game.
right. No trouble here. Puts it away.
But it's
for the
also on
out.
Game Pass.
And that is that.
And that's the difference. Suicide Squad's
So
not
it's
on
no
Game
runs on
Pass.
a hit,
Redfall
no errors,
is.
and 2 are
So
left.
if it is broke,
Eighth
they're going to
inning
push it
coming
out there
up.
regardless
The
or not if
Mets
it's ready
out
or
front
not.
here,
Because Game
4-0.
Pass, they need people to come onto Game Pass.
This is Yasel Antuna.
I smell a new anthem.
And that one ripped
There's,
to
there-
left.
there's always
And that
room
should be
for a new
extra
anthem, huh?
bases. De La Rosa, round second on his way to third. De La Rosa coming home.
Picks himself up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on. Another solid outing from him out of the bullpen. He's up to double digits
That's one of
now
the
with
smartest
his
things they've
10th
done,
save of the
Quintar.
season.
And
Hopefully
your
that's what
final,
Suicide Squad's doing.
6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Rochester Red Wings taking on the Syracuse Mets.
Yeah, but the difference is, Jesse, what I'm saying
First pitch coming
is
at
that
you right after the break. Just
that,
about to get started. And on the mound
Jedi
today,
Survivor's a single-player
Hunter
game.
Gaddis having a pretty ridiculous
Right? Suicide
season
Squad
so far,
isn't.
Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound,
How am I not in the majors
I'm
yet?
expecting to watch him
I'm assuming
get into
maybe
a
it's the
rhythm
age or
quickly
something.
and just
I'm
move
not
through
too
a ball
sure.
game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times,
batting
it's hard to
308.
even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Jack Burton in the box,
308.
lays off for ball one.
I got some good RBIs and what's my stats? Can I look at my stats? Player stats. I'm batting 308, 33 hits so far, 10 runs, 12 doubles, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs, a stolen base. You know, I don't know what I got to do. I'm putting solid numbers in. I'm assuming the guy up in the majors, I'm going to have to get traded to a different team.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
So now 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power.
That was going to be a strike
what I like about
regardless.
something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read. And
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at first and second. No outs. T.J. White, the next.
I don't know,
to hit.
Water.
Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
The only way I think I would get
Swings and
called
lines a
up.
base hit into left field. They won't test it here.
Well, that was
Bases
just throw
loaded,
right there.
no
I think the only
outs.
way I would get called up, Water, is if the Mets were like
Two outs with runners on
struggling,
the corners. Now here is
and they're just
Jack
like, yeah, let's just bring him up,
He
see what
struck
we
out
got.
swinging at his first at bat. Ball one,
All
no
right.
strikes. Kendall
Or
on third.
someone got
Lloyd
injured and they
at
got to bring me
first,
up.
2 out of the inning. Hard hit left side. They take the force out, and that is the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to inning number 4.
It's the beard.
The Red
I think it's the
Wings
beard,
on top
Travis.
1. Back here at the ballpark, now the left fielder, Jack Burton. Done. Back to work. Crushed in the air. Left center
There's number
field.
6.
Way back there. No doubt about it.
That's our farthest one we've ever hit right there.
That's what the fans came to see, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
Lifetime
See, he's got
minor
a nice
leaguer.
inning streak going, and
I
he
mean, to
extends
be
it
fair,
another
Water,
game
he's
with that
19
swing.
years old.
So locked in
So I wouldn't
right
say
now, Boog, and
lifetimer.
Clearly, it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this.
I know he
streak.
looks like he's like 40,
Now
but
it's
he's
Alexander
only
Canario.
19.
He's 0 for 1. Popped in the air, left field. Burton hauls it in. and there's
Probably
2
just a
away.
standard
Just
game
pulled
fire.
off of it a little bit right there.
2
I don't
outs,
care about
nobody
the
on.
cosmetic stuff.
And now Diego Castillo, 1 for 2. That one lifted to left. Burton drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the. So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Burton. He's already homered in this game. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm
No
not
messing
big
around
on,
right
like,
there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher,
on,
there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground
cosmetics
balls. So
of
a nice
the-
job to use
the
that
solo
big hole and get
jacket
himself a
and
hit. And now a chance to
Obi-Wan
maybe get
robe
creative
and whatever
on
else.
offense with good speed on first.
Designated hitter.
Runner at first with 2 away. This is Kyle Lewis.
Yeah, it
He's
has
already
crossplay.
homered here
I
in
believe
this
it does.
one.
Here we go. Need you right here.
This one lifted in the air, left field. White pulls that one down, and that will end the inning. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
They have to fix just like Battlefield 2042-30. Right. It's a live service game.
1 out. Runner
It doesn't matter if it was a single player game, it'd be different. They would delay it. But because it's a live service game, they can put it out and fix it along the way. That's what I'm saying about Suicide Squad.
Now this is in the air down the line. Rutherford under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Here's
Let them give me a
C.J.
drug
Abrams
test. I
did.
want to get to the majors.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In the air, left field, and there's 2 down.
My God, I almost screwed that up, huh?
Now batting, right fielder, Blake Rutherford.
One down.
Now
Jack Burton. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And first offering is fouled off. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020 with a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy in extra frames.
Yeah, much less margin for error, and Boog, to your dismay, not much sacrifice bunting. Teams usually tried for the big inning.
Certainly not that much bunting for the road team as they try and play for the big inning, but for the home team, if the road team doesn't,
there's another run.
Ground ball, and that's
up
through
the
the
game.
infield.
We're going to 14.
In comes the run from second. It's 3-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Feltman over to first. Burton dives back in safely.
I'm not sure who I'm going with yet. I'm leaning towards Barbarian.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped up. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Has any live service that isn't an MMO been good?
2 outs. Runner on first.
That's subjective. I mean, No Man's Sky is out there.
Runner on the go. To the right side. Perez handles the chance. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. So a run on 1 hit. No. We're in extras here. Now it's Dominic Smith. In the air, left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second.
Damn it. They got the lead again. 4-3.
Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Burton settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 1 down. 4-3 our final score. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I don't know what I have to do. I'm gonna look at the stats of the guy up in the majors right now compared to what I'm doing. Let's get our gear here. Swing for the fences while being solid all-around hitter. Okay. Fences while providing a gold. This. That up. I have all of this stuff. Get to pick one. I think we'll pick this one. +2. Gotta pick power 3. Contact 3. Power 2. Out here. The one with the contact. Power. Already have a power though. This power gives me 83, 78. already have that one. I can't put that in there. Damn. Contact 3. All power across the board. Got these. With that. Then for gear, it's worse than what I already have, so that's a waste. Son of a... Okay. Let's look at the team. Let's look at the roster. With all outfielders. So, left fielders. We got 3 major league guys here. This guy's batting 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, 323. This guy's got 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 167. This guy's got 1 home run, 1 RBI, and 467. He's got 15 at-bats, 48 at-bats, 96 at-bats. So the guy I'm competing for right now is this dude right here. He's got more runs than me. I got more home runs than him. I got more RBIs than him. He's got more steals than me, and he's batting better than me. So it's going to be pretty hard, even though I'm showing overall better than him. It's gonna be rough trying to take that from him. Right now, it's pretty even for that. Now, as far as the league leaders, we're 8th in the list for batting average right now. We are tied for 2nd for hits. We're 5th overall for at-bats. We're number 1 in doubles. Triples were not on the board. Home runs, we are tied for 2nd. RBIs were 1st. So right now I'm basically leading the division here. And we're in 2nd place overall. What am I missing? Can I change the stadium I'm in? You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. Can I change the stadium? Yeah, let's change the stadium, shall we? We play in the worst ballpark possible. What we got here? Porch. We played the porch. You're batting in the last one. It's 408 dead center. Bayfront Park. Iron Horse. Park. What is that? What is that? That wall over on the right side looks really short. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's got to be like 500 feet out there. Oh, but that left field looks really good, doesn't it? That left field looks really good. You could really drive some balls over there. This looks interesting as well. My God. Some of these stadiums look ridiculous. $400, 37, 36 down the line. $420 up the front, 400. Look at that. The difference. I'm gonna play here. I'm gonna see if we can set that up. When we play at home now, we're gonna play there. All right. Let's see if we have time. Probably do some more. Are we at home the next one? Or are we away? We're home. I wanna play at least one match.
Sometimes dreams do come true.
Oh no shit. Congratulations, Burton. They want you to the big stage. You're going up immediately. All right, this is what I've been working for towards my whole life. I can't believe it. Yes, thanks, Skip. I made it without your help. Without your help. Oh, I'm about to go to the big stage. Can't wait. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'll just do the first one. Earned it, son. Hard work, steadfast belief in yourself, and you surprise a lot of people.
The chance to see if
Make it
he's
count.
got
You don't want
what
to be
it takes to
skipping
make it in the show.
back here next week. Schlepping. All right, we're going to the
He's
show.
made it to the show. Jake Peavy, former Cy Young Award winner. What do you recall about putting on that Padres uniform for the first time in 2002?
We're going to let this play.
On Rofo, I remember walking into a big league clubhouse for the first time and seeing PV 44 hanging on a locker in a way, seeing
I didn't think I was going to make it.
Some future Hall of Famers in this room. Was scared, was excited all at the same time, asking a lot of questions, but
I didn't think I was going to make it.
That I belong at that level.
Carlos. I was so grateful, so excited. One thing that caught me by surprise is I was extremely nervous playing defense. Like just being out there for the first time in those big stadiums, packed 50,000 fans, playing defense, I was extremely
All right, well, we're going to play our first game then.
At the plate, I was able to find my calm, so I had to work on how to control my breathing between the lines.
All that work has paid off. He's finally made it to the bigs.
We understand it. To get here is a nice accomplishment. You have to be great. It takes a lot.
Okay.
I get it.
I'm the cleanup batter. Oh boy. Oh, they put the dude into the DH position.
Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado.
I didn't think I was going to make it.
Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets going up against the Colorado Rockies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Here we go, Singy. The
Major
fans
League
have been
debut.
waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of
The
game
number one
that's gonna
top
be shared
prospect,
all
that's
over
right.
social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be at the stadium for it, so I'm excited to see what he's got firsthand. My advice to him would just be to soak it all in. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about the expectations. Just really enjoy this.
Just about set to go. And
all right.
towing the slab for Colorado
First at bat as a New York Met.
And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam.
Got a man on third base, 2 outs.
To dance his way out of danger.
Jack Burton in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. McNeil on third with 2 out.
We're playing Colorado.
And that's
I got a hold of one. It's going
the best way
deep.
to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's the strike.
Ooh, I thought that was going to be outside. I haven't swung yet. I'm nervous a little bit. I'm a little nervous here.
Righty delivers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Daza ranges back. Racing back some more. And that one is out of here.
I mean, come on. There is no
Come on
better
now.
way to get your big league
First
career
at bat in the
started than
major
going
leagues.
deep
We
in
got a
your
home run,
very
baby.
first at bat. And I can recall some pretty big names doing it when they first came up.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. A walk and a run
Let's
scored
retire
his
right
first
there.
time.
First at bat. Taking
Swing and a
pitches
ball
left and
lifted
right.
Left field. Burton in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
I thought it was going to get. I thought the guy was going to catch it at the warning track because I hit those balls all day long over there.
Up the middle the other way.
Base is empty, 1 away. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Jack Burton. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
Hey, let the cat up there, huh? No one better.
The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
God damn it, I just missed that one.
Measures 6 feet 4 inches, 190 pounds.
Yeah,
He
first
joined
at bat.
The team as a free agent. Next pitch misses way outside.
Hey, come on now, big guy.
And that one clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right. Give me those fastballs.
This one popped up. Foul
foul.
ground first
Go
base
foul.
side. Tolia makes the play and a couple of quick outs.
All right.
1 away.
Our
Runners
first
at
at bat,
second and
2-run
third.
home run.
Jack Burton
Can't take
up
that away
now
from
for the
me.
Mets. 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer back in the first. This to third.
Oh,
It's through
another
for a hit.
base hit. 2
1
guys
runs
coming in.
Coming home. The throw home. The tag, and he's safe. All tied again, 5-5.
Well, he
Check
was
that
a
out.
little off
4
balance. He got
RBIs
the
in
foot
my
down,
first
but was
game
so
already.
great at keeping the hands back and allowed him
Clutch,
still to get
baby.
good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Ooh, nice little slide there. You see that? With his other hand. Nice.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Alex Verdugo. The 1-2. Lifted in the air, right field.
That's the
Bean
guy they
gets
moved
under
over.
it. Makes the grab. Runner tagging for third. Relay throw. Safe. He beats it.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Fundamental
Francisco
baseball.
Lindor comes up to
Drive
the
us in
plate.
here.
And now 2-2.
Nope.
Left field. Bryant moves under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
That's clutch water.
So
Okay.
runner at second, 2 down. Jack Burton up now for the Mets.
Driving a run,
Outfield
hit a
playing
double or better.
very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Need that equipment.
You can, come on.
Lamet goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a
Son of a
slider,
bitch.
a
I don't know why I
four-seamer,
swung at it. I
and
didn't
he
want to
works
swing
in
at
a
all.
2-seamer. 0-2 as he
That one got
waves
me.
at that one.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Ball.
The next offering misses.
1-2.
Now 1-2. And a swing
God
and a
damn
miss.
you with that
And that's
slider.
that.
3 times he got me with that thing.
3 runs for him here. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Jack Burton up now for the Mets. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Right-handed reliever. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, I'll take 2 for 4 for our Major League debut with 4 RBIs and a home run. The pacing is a little slower here.
That one missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball could be 2. Throws to second for 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit. No. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Try to yank it over there to the right side and pull it.
The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out.
Here we
Definitely
go.
One of the easiest saves you'll ever see. He only needed 2 pitches to
First
get this
game
one.
and we're good.
Can be efficient, can attack the hitter. That's what the manager wants to see. That's what his teammates want to see. Nice W.
And this one ends with the score 8-5 for Chris Singleton
Nice little
and our
debut
entire
there
crew
for us.
here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line.
Gotta go back to the replay vault for a second.
New York Mets, 8 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left.
Back to this one. I need a screenshot for Oh, you can actually get the ball. No, I don't want the ball. Got right there. We'll take that. All right. Back to the clubhouse. Sweet. Time for a raise. Yeah, I think I get my salary that we got for the minors. I don't know how that works.
He's just hit his first career home run. Carlos Pena, you hit 286 home runs in your career. What do you remember about home run number 1?
286.
Well, the first home run I hit went
I'll do that
the
in 3
opposite
years.
way, so that's good hitting right there, Jake.
Right.
I got a pitch out over the plate. Gil Heredia threw me a fastball out there, and I crushed it. Placata, left center field. And then that same game, I went deep again versus Vizcaíno for my second homer of the game. So it was a 2-homer night for me.
Were you able to track down the ball?
No. Can you believe that? Whoever has my home run ball, my first homer ball, come on, give it back. Come
Now, how much tougher is it to
Give
hit a
it
home run
back.
at this
Yeah,
level
for a
as opposed to
price
other
there,
levels
Pena.
of professional baseball?
Well, you know what? When you're between the lines and in the batter's box, you know, everything becomes the same, right? You just have to see the ball hit it, get good contact. So that's the same. I'm just talking about the pressure around you makes it that much harder. And of course, the competition is better on the mound. So the likelihood of you going Placata in the big leagues is, you know, lower than in.
Well, I'll speak from getting in the box. Even though I was a pitcher, it was hard enough, Roflo, to make contact. Making contact versus a major league pitcher is a very tough thing to hit a homer.
The hell's the thing on the top there? It's
3 home
supercharged.
runs in Jake Peavy's career, including
Look
one
out.
against Brad Penny. Where?
Dodger Stadium.
Look at that.
There you go. That's a memorable homer.
Well, there you go. And that is where we'll leave it. We started off, and look at the clubhouse is much, much nicer over here, huh? We'll leave it there. We'll be back tonight for some Jedi Fallen Order. We're going to jump back in that tonight, brush off the cobwebs, and play that a little bit to get ready for Jedi Survivor that comes out in just a couple of weeks. I appreciate it very much for coming out and hanging out with us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the conversation. We'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Please make sure you hit that share, like, subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.